Dr. Kim Anderson, our crop marketing specialist, joins us now. Kim, in late November, you talked about prices just kind of doing whatever during the holidays, not doing much. First of all, were you right? And let's start with wheat and kind of what else we can expect now that it's the new year.
Looking at wheat over the Thanksgiving through the New Year's, we saw those prices range from $5.35 to $6.03, a 68-cent price move. And over a month's time period, that's not really bad for a price move, maybe a little high. You look at the average price around $5.83 over that period. If you look at the stocks situation in the United States and around the world, U.S. ending stocks are around 22% below average. Stocks to use around 16% below average. World stock ending stocks 8% below average. So relatively tight stocks. Our average price during the harvest period is around $5.80. You can forward contract for $5.76. So that tells me wheat prices probably should be a little higher. Did they track like we expected in December? Mostly because they were unpredictable.
Let's talk about corn now. How are things looking in the corn market?
Well, corn was relatively stable. We had a 24-cent price move during that period. You went from $4.41 to $4.65. The bad news is we've had corn prices broke over the last couple of days. They're now down around the bottom, around $4.49. They're coming on down. You look at the stocks to use and any stocks for corn, any stocks at 2.15 billion bushels for the U.S., average 1.7, lots of corn stocks. The world ending stocks are projected to be right at average. You look at the average price during the corn harvest, $4.80. You can forward contract for $4.73. That tells me that corn prices right now are probably where they should be given the situation. And as we go on out to the 24 crop, unless things change, maybe slightly higher prices.
How about soybeans?
Soybeans, you know, they were the poster child coming into Thanksgiving. I mean, increasing prices. Oh, beans look good. The harvest was relatively good. They fell off about 80 cents over this time period, and it was just a downtrend, and they've got that downtrend established. You look at the price range, $12.17 to $12.97. 80-cent price move. Not much of a price move for beans, but it's all the same direction. Average price $12.61 over that period. The stock situation, 245 million bushels projected ending stocks, average 447. Tight U.S. stocks, but world 4.2 billion bushels, the average 3.8, above average. And right now, U.S. is trumping the world. You can forward contract for $11.70 for 24 delivery. The average harvest around 1080. So a bean price is probably where we expect. We'll have to see what happens on the nearby. Right now, you got to be careful with prices, wheat, corn, and beans, because some producers wait till after the first of the year to sell into the next calendar year. And the first week or two of a calendar year, you have excess sales, and often you have downward trending prices. So it'll be another week or two before we get our handle on wheat, corn, and bean prices.
Last but not least, cotton. Prices were relatively stable prior to the holidays. What are you seeing now?
Oh, they just continue to be stable. 79.4 cent to an 82.8 cent price move. Not much there. Average around 880. That's where it is right now. You look at the stock situation, 82.4 million bushels on the world versus 87.3. So tight world stocks. U.S. stocks 3.1 million bales versus 4.0 million. Tight stocks there. You look out to the 24 harvest, around 76 cents. The average is around 71, 73, somewhere in there. And so cotton prices, they're just stable. And I think the stocks and demand situation indicates that they're going to remain there for a little while.
Lots of numbers this week as we kind of set the stage for the new year. What guidance do you have for producers given what we've talked about this week?
Well, I think these are the prices that you can use, especially the forward contract prices, looking at that 24 crop to determine how you're going to use your land, labor, capital, and management to generate a profit, or the highest profit for the 24 calendar year.
All righty, Kim, thanks a lot. Good to see you. Happy New Year, and we'll see you next week.
You bet. I'll be here.